Battlefield 6 is a gorgeous game, and I'm saying this right from the beginning because I know there will be some people who read the title and will instantly go to the comment section. And I'm telling you, there is no need to cry, because honestly, Battlefield 6 isn't just the biggest redemption in shooter history, but also one of the best multiplayer games we got in the last years. Bro, it's crazy. The launch was great, player numbers hit new records, the quality of the game is also incredibly good, and the amount of content is also very decent. And what should I say? I'm absolutely in love with this game. The gameplay, the sound design, the choppers, bro. They just nailed the full chaos and experience of all-out warfare. The revolution on Mirak Valley is so wholesome to see after 12 years, and the feeling of urban warfare on Manhattan Bridge feels straight out of a movie. Definitely my favorite map so far. And not just because of the rooftop glitches, I swear. This is what 2042 should have been.
Don't be sad. This is just how it works out sometimes.
Not gonna lie, but I have not been hooked by another multiplayer game since Battlefield 5. The Battlefield franchise is just something unique, something very special. It ain't just a sandbox experience with infantry, aircraft and vehicles. The mechanics, the atmosphere and the immersion. There is no other franchise who could compete with Battlefield. And because I love this game so much and wanna see it remain on the top, I still gotta give some critics. And not to hate it, but to point out the little bad things about this game. It ain't much. It really ain't much, but still noticeable. Now the few problems I have are all related to the multiplayer. I haven't played Portal, even though I already spent 30 hours in this game. But since I haven't heard any complaints about Portal, I think people are just fine with it. And the campaign?
Release.
Just takes a little sheet of perspective.
I knew there was something about the campaign being 2 years behind schedule. What a waste of resources. Never mind. Let's talk about the real Battlefield, the multiplayer. Now there are some few things that need to be fixed, like bugs and glitches, but also gameplay mechanics like the random bullet deviation. I can't believe they brought it back. Look, you can say whatever you want, but if the gunfights, so basically the main activity of a shooter game, relies on luck, it's just not a good game. I mean, the graphics, the sound design and the immersion overall can be pretty as much as you want and basically make up a good movie, but it's still a bad game. Sorry, but if fairness is such a huge factor in these days, then the random bullet deviation has no place in here. Now this is one of those annoying points, right next to the strange aim assist, the open weapon class system and the ground vehicles being kinda underpowered. But nevertheless, they are not totally game breaking. All this stuff can be fixed and many people have already complained about it. But there's one thing about this game that really pisses me off. And it's quite disturbing how every creator out there is neglecting this topic. Literally a core feature that was always known to be in Battlefield. Where is the server browser? The server browser was always one of these things I really appreciated in Battlefield. Because unlike other games I played, like Call of Duty, Titanfall, the Finals, etc., they didn't have a server browser. And the best thing about the server browser is that you have the full control of your own matchmaking. You join the lobby, you didn't like it, go out and just pick another one. It's so simple, useful, and doesn't need another matchmaking system. And the most funny thing about this is that DICE decided to remove it without giving any logical reason why they've done this. And I know, I already hear you. Why you crying now? They have done this in 2042 as well and nobody was complaining. Well, they were. People were actually furious back in the day. But as you know, 2042 had way bigger problems than the absence of the server browser. Do you really want me start counting about 2042? Now with Battlefield 6, some creators and some people were also complaining at the beginning, but now there's completely dead silence. It's crazy how DICE got everyone hooked and everybody just forgot about it. And now the thing I'm worried about, with the absence of the server browser, are the factors for the matchmaking. Now, we know from some solid information back in the day how our matches are being created in Battlefield 6, which are three factors that are basically nothing else than just connection and skill. Now don't ask me why skill is one of the main factors for a dynamic and fair game, because I remember back in my days, bro, I'm barely 20, what the hell am I talking about, when we played football out on the field, on that green stuff on the ground where we actually touched some grass. We had all kind of people playing together, the little kindergarten kids, the third graders, the sixth graders, and sometimes even one or two parents. Like, we didn't exclude anybody, we just made sure that the teams were equally balanced. But if you only put people together who are on the same skill, you're just ruining the experience. Most of the time it feels the same, you're constantly under pressure, playing with friends becomes way harder, and it consumes so much of your energy that you're tired only after 1 or 2 hours. Now, I made a video about this, about skill-based matchmaking in Battlefield 6, and if you actually watch till the end, you'll remember that I said that it ain't that strong, as in Call of Duty for example. Because with all that chaos on the smaller maps, all your gunfights are also influenced by luck, especially on the smaller maps like Iberian Offensive or Cairo. But when it comes to small game modes with less players, forget it. The first 1 or 2 rounds are decent, but after that the matchmaking reveals its full potential. And there, it's literally the same as in MW 2019. By the way, if you guys want to see an updated video about SPMM after the launch, I might deliver one. If we, let's say, get at least 3k views and 100 likes on this video. I know, very high stakes, but investing so much time and effort for such an important topic and not even getting 2k views is just diabolical. Really not worth the effort, since nothing changed much after the beta. But for real, until today, I really don't understand how people just reduce skill-based matchmaking as a system that creates equal matches. Because SPMM is just part of EOMM, which only has the purpose to literally grab your money. Yeah, nice, equal and hard matches. For the cost of what? Dismantling lobbies. So I can't play with the same people in the next round from my previous match. Joining a lobby takes longer. Playing with friends who have a different skill level becomes more annoying because either you or your friends will have a hard time. And if you ever played Battlefield with more than 3 friends at the same time, you can't play all together in the same lobby. As I said before, SPMM is designed to entertain each individual for themselves. And I'm not sorry to say that. Be offended. But if you're one of those people who defends skill-based matchmaking, then you, first of all, really don't have any friends to play with, and second, not an OG gamer, because many online friendships cannot exist if there is SPMM. And with such an old franchise like Battlefield, it's, for me at least, kinda disturbing that nobody's talking about this. It's still crazy and kinda funny how EA and DICE have built Portal and are generally focusing on this community stuff, but at the same time I haven't felt such emptiness and overall loneliness by playing this game on my own. Because it is very good, I love it, I really want to play every day, but if they decide to implement the same server browser from Portal to the main multiplayer, then we can definitely confirm that we are back. But for now, with the absence of the server browser in the main multiplayer, without any logical explanation, I still have my confirmation that EA will never change and will still prioritize money over its player base. I have spoken. Now thank you for listening, and I'll see you on the battlefield.